there friends, welcome to day 7 of opening 30 parcels in 30 days. And hello to no one's favourite bird, Floppy. He has a lot to say today, a bit too much to say. You know what, how about I put you right here and you can fight this porcelain rooster? That sounds like a great idea. So, it's day 7, which means we get to recap everything that I unboxed this week. Everything that I thrifted. Sir, please. He's so destructive. Breaks everything that I thrifted this week. Okay, alright. To make this a safe space, I'm gonna show you guys these things up close, and then I'm gonna put them over there so he doesn't break them. Look, I picked this up. I didn't show you. I got this from the local tip shop for $1. This is a Wedgwood plate, which is very exciting for me because I love Wedgwood. And normally Wedgwood, something like this would go for like $30. It's got the Wedgwood made in England. That's my new little trinket dish, and I'm really glad that it's this dark blue color because, sorry. I'm glad that it's dark blue because I'm sort of building up, as you can see, a bit of a dark blue theme in my house. So, little trinket dish, we're just recapping everything I thrifted, right? We've got big trinket dish, extra large trinket dish, which I don't think that I showed you guys a proper close-up of last time, but it's definitely handmade. I'm obsessed with this. My porcelain rooster from Portugal, my little porcelain bird here. I have to stick a nail in the wall and hang him. Hang him up. Not hang him for his crimes. He hasn't committed any crimes, unlike you. Do you like him? Yes. Oh, good. Oh, very good. He really likes him. Yes, he really likes him. That's how pigeons communicate. For anyone that... Right. Goodbye. For anyone that's missed my pigeon lessons, pigeons' body language is how they communicate. They have multiple different types of head bobs. If they do a single head bob like what Floppy just did, it's like an acknowledgement to a flock member. When they do like multiple head bobs over and over and over again, it's like either they're trying to seduce their flockmate or it's like a show of intimidation. And some of them do this like little wobble like that, which is like a kind of fear thing. I could talk about pigeon body language for hours, but alas, we're here to talk about thrifted things. And speaking of talking about thrifted things, oh my god, look at what I'm wearing, guys. This is like, without a doubt, one of my favorite things I've ever thrifted. I feel like every year I should do a recap of like top things that I've thrifted. This is like skyrocketing to #1 for 2023. Some of you guys would have seen this in yesterday's video at the tip shop. At the tip shop, I had a question where someone was asking, what is a tip shop? Is it like a thrift shop? Yes, it's like a thrift shop, but for those of you whose first language isn't English, there were some people that were like, but what do you mean by tip? I mean like just the tip, right? Like the place that you go to dump your trash, like the garbage place, the dump, as some people might call it, the waste transfer station is another word for it, you know, where you take your trash and they like put it in big piles and then they take machinery and they run over it and it turns into landfill. So the tip shop is where they salvage things from the tip. They don't go picking through the trash, but at the entrance of the tip, they have a little drop-off area where if the things that you're taking are probably too nice for landfill, you can just drop them off at the tip shop and then they sell them. And usually it's not for profit. The South Hobart tip shop, where I got this entire outfit from, is not for profit. So this top, I don't know if can you see the bottom of it? I hope you can see the bottom of it. Look at these glorious frills. And if I come up nice and close, look at the sequins. It's so stunning. And I've paired it with this little cashmere little scarf thing. Hello. I'm glad. That's very interesting. Yes. yeah, I picked this up from the bins as well. He gave me this for $1. This is a little cashmere neck scarf, and I paired it with the top because the top is extremely sheer and I don't have a bra on. So I was like, you know what? Who needs covers? So can you relax? Who needs covers for the girls when you've just got a little tiny bit of fabric? The only thing that I'm wearing that did not come from the tip shop, my mum got me this necklace at an antique store last time she was visiting, and my bracelets. But the skirt, this, you guys might recognize this one. I held this up when I was digging through the bins. I think he gave me this skirt for $3. So the skirt is by the brand Tempt, T-E-M-T, and the top is by the brand CKM, which I don't think they're in business anymore, but I do remember when I was in year 8, 9, and 10 at school, CKM was one of those like mall brands that was in like every big shopping center, and their clothes were normally like $15 through to about $40, and it was kind of like fast fashion-y, but it was in the early 2000s, which means that the trends, they've come back, and tops like this, like the fairy cool Winx Club mermaidy aesthetic, it's so in right now. Ask anyone like 5 years ago and they would have been like, ugh, get rid of it, which is probably why it ended up at the tip shop. Someone was like, nah, that's so out of style, get rid of it. Meanwhile, those of us that are silently prowling the thrift stores looking for things that we would have worn when we were in year 8 at school. I'm wondering how many people have clicked out of this video so far because they can't stand the cooing. Where was I? I was showing you the things that I thrifted this week. So we can't forget the little frame. I'm just doing a recap for anyone that may not have watched the first 6 episodes. And if you haven't seen them, please check them out. There's a playlist. I'll put it up above somewhere. But I'm going to polish this up in the next few days. I've got to get some sort of polish, whether it's like brass polish or I don't know what sort of polish goes on this, but I'm going to polish that. Then we've got, yes, not to be forgotten, the glorious kitchen set. What do you think, Floppy? Oh, goodbye. Okay. The glorious kitchen set, which I haven't used yet. I haven't even taken the tag off yet. I am not much of a baker myself. I don't do that much in the kitchen other than cooking steak and chicken breast and serving it with salad. But you know what? I feel like it could be a little bit of, ow, claws. Could be a little bit fun to ask you guys to send me recipes, maybe from your home country, if you're out of Australia, because let's be honest, like, please don't send me a Lamington recipe. But yeah, if you can think of a recipe that requires a 1 litre, what do you call this? What's this called? Jug. Here, coo into the jug. If you can think of a recipe that requires a 1 litre jug and little measuring cups, that's what I was, measuring cups, then let me know and maybe we can do a little bit of cooking. All right, onto the clothing. The things that came out of the Salvo's parcels this week include the beautiful beaded bag, which, this is going to go nicely with my outfit. Hang on. Wait. Sickening. Sorry. I'm so joyous right now. This is adorable. Oh my god. It's a sleigh. It's a serve. He's trying to fight himself. There was also the Her Fox The Label dress that came brand new with tags at $170. It's a pretty good thrifted find, but the general consensus in the comment section was that it looked nice, but it wasn't quite right. And a lot of people said it's probably a combination of the colour on my skin tone and also the pattern. So I think I'm probably going to sell this. I think I might list this on my Depop. I've got no idea what to list it for though. Tell me what you think. If you're interested in buying this, how much do you think that I should list it for? I'm going to do this sort of recap once a week, every week, and I'm not going to keep everything that comes out of the parcels because I don't need all of this stuff. Please don't mistake the overconsumption that you see in my videos as normal behavior, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to create content for you guys, and my life is really boring, and one of the only ways that I can think to create content and generate new talking points is to feature new items, and I'm getting them secondhand. The money's going to charity, but at the end of the day, I don't need to keep everything that I'm showing. So I'll definitely be listing some things. If it's something that I thought was nice, I featured it as part of the content, and I don't actually need it in my life, I'll probably put it up for sale so someone can buy it. So yeah, please never mistake what you see me doing content-wise as like legitimate behavior, because outside of YouTube, I would never just randomly buy thing after thing after thing after thing after thing. I mean, maybe I'd buy thing after thing after thing, but not thing after thing after thing after thing after thing after thing after thing for 30 days. Anyway, so as we know, the Be My Valentine Red Valentino t-shirt really got a workout this week. Came out to lunch with me and obviously managed to get a soy sauce stain. I'm cursed. It's a generational curse that can't be broken. We've got the corduroy pants by Ganda. I'm going to sell these. I wore them yesterday? I wore them yesterday afternoon. And I was walking to Woolworths to do the groceries. And I was walking toward the sliding doors and I could see my reflection and I just didn't like them. Like, when I tried them on, I was only looking at myself in the screen of the camera. So you are so noisy, please. Yeah, I was only looking at myself in the camera. And I thought they looked okay, but seeing myself in what is essentially a full-length mirror, a full-length reflection, I really didn't like them. I don't like the length of them. I wish they were longer. So I'm going to put those up for sale. They are an Australian size 10, for anyone interested. They will go up on my Depop if you're interested in shopping my Depop. When I launch drop items, it's pretty pastel, please. This belt came from the tip shop, and I thought, you know what? Look, okay, it's not a major sleigh or anything, but with this outfit at least. But these belts, I love that they're coming back. These big, thick, chunky belts. I had so many of these when I was in year 7. Which would have been 2006. They were huge. Everyone was wearing them kind of like around the hips. And I'm hoping to come up with an outfit to wear this with. Something that I'm not listing on my Depop is the with jean dress. I love this. This is so beautiful and so comfortable. I can't even explain how nice the fabric is. And I'm going to keep an eye out for other things by this brand with jean, because based on this, the way that this is made and the feel of it and the fit, it's stunning. It's just so nice. And if other clothes that they make to the same standard, then I definitely want to own more pieces by with jean. This little skirt, which is by Kukai, or Kukai as some people call it, I have not worn this yet, and I don't know if I will, to be honest. I often these days, seeing as I've gained weight, I've gained a fair bit of weight, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. It's a reflection of how much healthier I am in my new life. And I'm still coming to terms with what styles suit my new body shape. And when I was a size 6, I used to wear little mini skirts. And I'm not saying that if you're not a size 6, you can't wear mini skirts, but it's always personal preference. If you don't feel good in something that you're wearing, then you don't feel good in it. And I don't really feel so great in mini skirts at the moment. So I think I'll probably pop this up on Depop, maybe. I mean, I might try to style it with something that I've bought recently, but I don't see it happening. So that one might not stay, but something that's most certainly staying, that's such a stark contrast to what I'm wearing right now. Like, I'm wearing Fairy Core Winx Club versus, I mean, there is probably someone from Winx Club that wears tartan, is there not? This is completely different to the vibe that I'm wearing right now. And you know what? I am equally this girl as much as I am this girl. And I love that for me. This is like an absolute favorite. If this is in the top 10, if this is like number 1, actually no, maybe this is number 1 and this is number 2, or maybe this piece and this piece are tied for first place. Yeah, I'm ecstatic about this, and that's by the brand Hearts and Roses, for anyone that missed that. So with that, that's the recap of the week. Do you agree with my decisions? Do you not? Where is this bird? Oh, thanks, Floppy. He's cooing in these shoes that I forgot to show you. Yes, I got those from the tip shop. I really want to polish them up. I'm going to get some shoe polish and clean them up nicely. They do fit me. Not a little bit tight, but they do fit. And I love boots that have like lace-up details, so they were a great find as well. All right, we're going to have a look at a parcel for today. And then we're probably going to wrap up there, I think, because if I do anything else in today's video, I will run out of content ideas for the next 23 days. So forgive me. So I picked a very tiny parcel to open today. It's probably a piece of jewellery, I'm guessing. Pretty! Yay! It's a cameo! Guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that my obsession with cameo pieces started in Thriftmas 2022? No, 2021. I thrifted a little cameo necklace that was blue and had a little white cameo head on it. Fell in love with that, and if I see them now, I buy them. Like a kleptomaniac, I collect them. I can't help myself. I don't buy all of them. I do factor in price and also quality. If it's a new piece, I don't buy it. I only buy what seems to be antique or vintage. This one, I couldn't tell from shopping on Salvos. Have no idea whether this is new or vintage, but hang on, something seems off here. It appears to be missing half of the necklace. What? All right, well, here's the little cameo piece. There she is. She's beautiful, absolutely stunning. But yeah, it looks like something's not quite right. I don't know if this is supposed to be there and if it's, no, but then there's no clasp. I feel like this wasn't broken when I got it off the Salvos website, so I don't know what's happened here. We're gonna have to get her a new chain. But she's beautiful. She's stunning. I love her. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed. It's the same reason that I'm obsessed with Wedgwood or like alabaster. I think it's called alabaster. Like jewelry boxes and soapstone, things like that. I just love the sort of marble appearance and the carvings. Okay, that's very, very pretty. All right, I know, I'll add a little bit of bonus content. We'll do a reading from Webster's Unafraid Dictionary, 5,000 defined definitive put-downs, and we'll go for the letter F. Fallout, atomic dandruff, famous, conspicuously miserable, fanfare, the prelude to a disappointment, fork. An instrument used chiefly for the purpose of putting dead animals into the mouth. Formerly, the knife was employed for this purpose, and by many worthy persons, it's still thought to have many advantages over the other tool, which, however, they do not altogether reject, but use to assist in loading the knife. Right, with that, I'm sorry I don't have any other clothes from the tip to show you. I'm in the process of doing loads of washing before I do the try-on haul. There's a lot of clothes that came out of the bins that definitely need to be washed. So I would have shown them to you today, but I haven't got around to washing everything. So keep an eye out for that over the next few days. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.